Hello everybody and welcome to the show. Bass and Bonsai back out on the water, and we're going to get out here and catch some largemouth bass. So you know the deal. Buckle up, hang on, let's just get some of these baits and start casting.
Hang on. No, we're going to leave that on. We're going to try bait.
That was an indication that the big water temperature got the way it heated up.
Yeah. We're going to try baits that I forgot all about even trying. We're going to try a few different ones. So if you guys remember right, these purple people eaters. Let me get them dug out. We got these, and we also got another surprise. Surprise, surprise. We got the bigger Nobi. Might try him here shortly. But I want to try these, and I'm going to try this littler dude because he'll jump around a little more. So let's try. I didn't even try black and blue yet today. I just want to cast it around, see what I think of it.
Black and blue earlier.
See that purple?
I looked at my black and blue earlier and thought, man, we haven't thrown black and blue at all. And that's usually the when they're not hitting anything, the go-to. You know what I mean?
Right.
If they're not hitting anything, pick up the black and blue.
There you go.
I'm catching a little bit better fish now.
Yep, that rattle trap's kicked in. Let me try one more with the chatterbait, and I might have to join Charles with my Booyah hard knocker. A little better quality.
You don't have any of these?
Not in that size.
Oh, that's right.
I've got two.
Smaller one.
I've got several of. Oh, there's a. Dude, purple, Charles. Purple. Purple people eater. That's a nice. That's a whole different color bass. Why do I catch the weirdest colored bass out of with the purple bait?
That's a cooler fish. Yeah, I like that one.
Yep. So anyway, that was our just a few casts with that Kamikaze Swimon. See that trailer?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not, but I was going to try to show Charles too the action of this with once you have a bait back there that will let it jump around, it's just a different, it kind of gives it a little crawl looking kick thing, but it also looks like it could be a bluegill. Oh God, Gene Charles. Yes, I did. I don't know, that looked like the weirdest oddball catch, like right at the boat. It was almost like you caught that fish with a sponge. It was like, like what was going on there?
And a lot of times, these are the big ones do that. You know,
Oh, that was a bump, I think.
I don't know. Oh, it's about to get away. I'll go ahead and grab it.
Dude, I think I'm getting bumps. I swear that thing's getting bumped. Anyway, we're trying to Kamikaze Swimon, and I'm going to switch real quick. Yeah, that thing jumped. Like, I like the way that works. That's the one cut down though. You guys probably, the footage won't come through, but I'm going to try the one too real quick that I didn't cut down, just to see if it also jumps around. And then I'm going to switch to the now this is a bigger head, but I'm going to switch to the Komoto while we're blasting down here with the wind. It's kind of like you've got to fish something that's moving, because you can't stop long enough for the average soft plastic or a. Dude, I think I got a fish on. Dude, he literally wasn't much.
Well,
Yeah, look how yellow some of these are. Like, see the difference? That one was so white, and then now this one's so yellow.
Yeah.
Like a different, almost like you'd swear like that's a different species of bass. I still ain't got this one to the boat to see what it looks like coming at me. Probably should have been throwing black and blue earlier. because this purple is almost the same thing as, but like this purple, you can use this purple color, you can use a June bug, you could use a black and blue on the trailer. Let me try to get it up here and see what it swims like. Yeah, I don't think it swims as well, so I think I'm gonna like them cut down. So the Kamikaze Swimon I like, but I like them cut down. If you guys have been following the channel, you know what I'm talking about. So I like the big ones, but I like them cut down, and then I shorten them a little, and then I cut off the ribs basically, and then they're the exact kind of trailer I like. But I've been gonna try it whenever I can find it. Today would be a good day if I can find it. Oh my gosh, Charles, where is it? Let's sit down, guys, on my box, on everything. Here it is. I want to try the Gambler Komoto Junior on our new little pretty-eyed chatterbait from this. More or less, it's not even the jackhammer style; it's its own style. You're right. So honestly, I would think that this bait would stand a chance too of getting hit today. Now I want to see how, I smell fire. Where there's smoke, Charles, there's fire. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Back over the hill behind.
Charles is tearing him up with that. The bait that I'd been talking about on some of the live streams. I talked about buying those instead of the Booyahs now. You know, in that bigger size.
Yeah. Look at how little this thing is. I mean, this
Yeah.
is huge, and still it can't resist.
I don't know that this Komoto jumps around, lets it jump around like that Kamikaze does.
Oh, that's a lot of smoke. Oh wow, the whole backside of the game.
Yeah, I'm like, what? What?
I see that's what they were doing. They were lighting that.
I feel like I'm getting smoked out, like I'm choked up. I'm like, what am I doing? Now it's gonna be all over my baits. You know fish don't hit smoke baits.
Oh, they like smoke.
Charles.
Smoke too.
They don't eat smoked salmon. Dude, why can't I catch a chatterbait fish? That bait should work. That color should be on today too. I mean, it should work. But if you had me call a bait color that's worked today, it would probably be the bluegill. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the Komotos. I got one color on back order, but I don't know if I'm going to order any more of those. I may stick with the Swimons. Unfortunately, these are actually pretty cheap, but I don't know that it's letting it jump around the way I like it to. You know what? There's only one way to see if I really like it, is I'm going to put it on my little Neo. So come on, I'm just going to take this one straight off. Straight off of that. Straight out of the hood, straight out of Compton, and you're going bye-bye. So let's take our little Nobi, because this is kind of like what I was telling you guys I will switch to. Once that orange seems like it's died off, it's not there yet, but it's getting there. Oh my gosh, that bait, there ain't no way, nothing in the world could have got that bait off. So let me, it does, I think it sort of has, man, maybe it does not matter which way you rig it. I could rig it like that, would be what nobody does, but I'm gonna go with kind of the way they recommend. So I'm gonna rig it like that. So like that, with that tail sticking out. So you see we've got, that's a more natural, right, like a bluegilly color, got a little white on the head. Let's just try him. there was a hit. And you know what? Yeah, he does jump around. It's actually the Nobi baits jump around better than the jackhammers. Those 3/8 ounce ones. Little flashy doo-doo. Whoa, 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 whoa. The wind blew it all the way. That was going to be a perfect cast, and then the wind blew it. Let's try burn, 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 pause on a chatterbait. Charles almost had my cast. Right there. Get in there. Oh, I just saw a big one. Look at it. You didn't see? You didn't see him look at it, Charles?
That's awesome.
I told you. That was a hit. I just saw a big one. Look at it. Oh, that was a bump too. This bait does look good like that. I should leave it. I feel like my ears are burning, Charles. Are they sunburned or somebody talking about me? Which is it?
Looks like they're getting a little red.
I know.
They have a redneck.
Yeah, kind of got a redneck deal going on right now. I just had a hit right through there.
You know, and it's weird too, because of where we were raised, it's kind of crazy that we ended up so...
That's where the last Nobi got lost, Charles. Oh, come off.
It's crazy how we ended up so redneck.
Well, that's what, like, the kids would be like, you're not country. I'm like, whatever, get out of here. Like, you grew up in Lee Summit. I'm like, I grew up in a different part of Lee Summit than what Lee Summit. Oh, look at that. That's a stick. That's that big one that was looking at. You know what? This is this. I think this is a spot, not where you lost a big one, but where you had that one that I said you got a 3 pounder, and then you're like,
yeah.
I think this may be around that spot, but yeah. But yeah, I'm like, where we grew up was a block all to itself, and it had that country vibe. Like, we went out, we literally played in the brush piles. That's what I'm saying. The brush pile that was out in the fields, and then the ponds, and then when I went up into the city, you've been to, Grandma Loss's John and B's. It was a farm thing with animals everywhere.
Yeah.
And then when I went with my grandpa, he went trapping, mushroom hunting, and coon hunting with John B and all them. And so it's like, I know I didn't technically live in the country, but we did more country stuff when I lived in Lee Summit and they lived up in city than when I moved out to Bait City when I lived out in the country.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, our Neo brings it home. Whee! Oh, I don't know if you wanted to keep that one or not.
Oh.
I didn't even think about it. Oh well. That would have been like close. So look at that little thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of resembles a Dude, I'm catching them on chatterbaits, Charles. And you know the chatterbait bite is only going to get better as the season goes. So I got these little baits that are already kind of kicked in and working now. Should be fire when the bite kicks on. Let's go. All right, everybody. We're not done fishing, but I'm gonna do an outro just because you guys know the deal. I always end up with not enough outros for the couple different videos I try to put together. Would like to thank Charles. We got out here in his boat today and we destroyed it. We destroyed the fish and we destroyed Charles' boat. I got stuff scattered all over that I got to get organized, and we got a mess. So thank you guys for joining in and watching. And if you haven't subscribed to Bass Bonsai, hit that like button. Tell your friends, your neighbors, your whoever, anybody you know. Spread the word Bass Bonsai, right? Come into a honey hole near you and let us know where your honey hole is. That didn't sound right, Charles. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.